Today's round is a quick 9 at the Gulf Shores Golf Club. And I was trying to get in this 9 before the weather hit. And I started recording on number 2, had some technical difficulties on number 1, but I did par number 1. Had a good drive on this second hole. I think it's just over 400 yards, pretty long par 4. Had a long iron into the green, and it's protected by water, so I played it just a little bit safe out to the right and short. And hit a really good chip shot that I thought was going in. Just was a little bit short. So I have this for par. And make it to stay at even. Number 3, par 5, playing about 520 yards. Hit a decent drive down the right-hand side. I think it stayed in the rough. Then hit a pretty good 5 wood. Pretty much a layup to about sand wedge range, inside of 100 yards. Hit a really good sand wedge. Have this for birdie. I saw the break in this putt. I just couldn't commit to giving it enough speed. And it broke off to the left at the last foot. But a tap in par to stay at even. And this is par 3, playing 175. Kind of hit a low burner, just a little bit thin, but ended up being pin high in a good spot. The front of the green's protected by water. So I have this chip. I thought I hit pretty well. Started it out to the right. I knew this green sloped hard left, but a lot more than I thought it would carry on that downhill slope. So tester for the par. Just inches. So that's a bogey, go to 1 over. On into number 5, 400 yard par 4, hit a good drive. Right center of the fairway. Left me this iron in, which I hit pretty good, just on the right side of the green, pin high. Not a terrible putt, just a little bit off on my read there. Left it a little short. So about a 2-footer for par. So stay at 1 over. To another par 3. I think it was playing about 165, had a 6 iron, and I just pulled it just a little bit left. And decided just to go ahead and play it out of the sand. It was really wet. Course was still very damp from all the rain. And I just could not get under it because of the dampness of the sand. So but I got it out. Just past the pin, at about a 15-footer back up the hill for the par. Just ran out just a little bit. but I'm able to make it to save a bogey. So I go to 2 over, going into the long par 5, 7th, 550 yards, at a really good drive. There's a sand trap out there about 260 I was just short of. Nothing was running out due to the dampness of the fairway, so I knew I probably wasn't going to reach that sand. Hit a good 5 wood to about 100 yards and a pretty good 50 degree. So I've got a okay look at birdie. It ended up being a little bit further than I thought, probably 25 feet. So just want to lag it up there. Definitely don't want a 3-putt after hitting 3 pretty good shots. And had a lot of break to it and made a pretty good read, pretty good putt. So tap that in for par. On to the 8th, which is this hole always gives me trouble, 207-yard par 3. It's straight away. I should just, bunt one up there basically and then chip and putt. But that was kind of a loose swing off to the right, and I had a pretty tough chip, not much green to work with, and I hit just an average chip. But I got it on the green. Again, a lot of break on these putts. And that one had a lot more speed. I thought when I hit that, I hit the perfect speed, but it just carried a good 3 to 4 feet past, and that was just a bad putt. Just a little bit uphill, ran out of speed. So that's a double bogey 5. But the second guy, no problem. So I go to 4 over. Had a decent score going, couple over, going into the ninth, going into the 9th. But now I'm 4 over. And again, hit that drive like I hit that par 3 5 wood, just flared it out to the right, but hit a good 5 wood recovery. Had over 200 yards to the green, and knew I couldn't get it there, but I didn't want to risk going left or right, so I just kept it in play and then made a really good chip to save par, and I can break 40 if I make this, which is always good. And these are the putts I've been working on and doing fairly well recently. But yeah, that wasn't a very good putt. So that puts me at 5 over. It's a par 35 on this front 9. So I end up with a 40. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.